Life's second name is change. Since the last few days, many of my students often ask how to get rid of boredom, low energy level, and how to stay in positive motion because they feel it is a big cause of procrastination in their life. So today a little motivation through this video for all of you that how small changes can contribute to bringing a huge change in our life. Hello ladies and gentlemen, myself Daljit Virk. I'm working in the field of occult sciences and human psychology. The key to making a big change is to make a small change first. This has to do with inertia. If you want to get unstuck quickly and effortlessly, must leverage the power of making small changes. We often get stuck into the idea of having to make some huge change in our lives. And it seems overwhelming, and so we don't do anything. We just wish, wait and hope. Or sometimes we may just be stuck in a very comfortable routine, right? The trick is to realize that the force of inertia will keep you exactly where you are unless you do something. And that something doesn't even have to be related to what you want. You have probably heard of taking a big goal and chunking it down into baby steps. This is a very great idea, but sometimes we even don't know where to begin, what baby steps to take. What you may not realize is that any small change leads to more change. Just do something different. I mean to say that doing so, sending messages to your body and mind that you want to stay in positive motion, which is very progressive frequency of positive change on which you always need to remain vibrant. For example, wear red socks instead of navy socks and take a different route to work, eat at a different restaurant, drink tea instead of coffee, and so on. Many more things you can apply. This works because it keeps you unstuck and into the change mode. The energy of momentum will get you going on a roll, and before you know it, you will be making bigger and bigger changes relatively and effortlessly. This technique enables you to skip the hard part of mustering up enough motivation, willpower, or courage to tackle a big goal or a project or any change. For more information, learn my top tips of self-energy healing for getting unstuck and get motivated. That will make you able to stay in positive motion for 24 hours. I have included an absolutely beautiful and inspiring short video about the impact of the story of slow and steady wins a race, empowered by Virk, who is one of the world's best wellness coaches, demonstrating the power of impact of small changes. And of course, along with the various audio sessions of liveliness. Just click on the link below to experience all of them. Small changes in the right places help other habits to flourish by creating new structures, and they establish cultures where change becomes contagious. Like improving by 1% isn't particularly notable. Sometimes it isn't even noticeable, but it can be far more meaningful, especially in the long run. The difference a tiny improvement can make over time is astounding. Here's how the math works out. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you will end up 37 times better by the time you are done. Right? Conversely, if you get 1% worse each day for 1 year, you will decline nearly down to zero. What starts as a small win or minor setback accumulates into something much more. And one thing more, I just want to suggest all of you that don't make the changing a burden. In fact, make the change obvious, attractive, easy to do, and satisfying. If you are looking to change a habit like making better food choices, exercising more, procrastinating less, or eliminating fears, you might have to take a slower approach, one that emphasizes one small step at a time. I mean to say, don't be too hard with yourself or expect perfection on the first try while taking initiative for a change. In fact, take yourself as if a child. This can reduce a lot of confusion, anxiety, and feeling of being overwhelmed. Then smile a bit more. It sounds like smiles is something that we often take for granted, but can have a tremendous impact on not only our lives but the lives of others. To prove if who would you rather spend time with, smiles convey a sense of trust. Smiles can even get you some leniency if you get yourself into some trouble. Plus, they are contagious. Spend a few moments with the happiest person you know. You will be grinning from ear to ear in no time flat. Just go to show that how important practicing happiness is. And a simple smile every day can transform into much bigger things. So spend more time with kids. They smile up to 400 times per day compared to the average adult that smiles only 20 times. Many things in our lives are random, and you know that is okay. I wish I could control everything, but I know that I can't. But I'm okay with it. But I'm also well aware that I can make choices and tiny decisions every day that might influence long-term success. Most of the things that you want to accomplish in your life are not that difficult. It comes down to consistently making decisions and being persistent enough to experience the change. What I realized that way too often we just stop. We stop trying, we stop caring, we stop moving. But maybe you don't know, by doing so, all we are doing is sending message to our body and mind that we have given up, and that is very wrong frequency. Keep at it whatever it is. Stay in motion one day at a time, one small insignificant action at a time. What is one area of your life that you just seem to stop moving? How do you plan to stay in motion? Step back, analyze. Change your outlook. Break the task into small chunks and create deadlines. Then reward yourself. It is very important. Appreciation gives you more motivation. Listen or watch motivation talks and videos. Avoid multitasking. Avoid excessive use of phone, and do not try to be perfect. Just give your best in any task you are in. If you will ask from me, I would like to say, if you try to come up with ideas for what chic changes could be, you might think of things like changing your wardrobe or getting a new hairstyle. It is a lot simpler than that. Anyone can make a small tiny change to their routine to help them live a better life. The trick is finding out what your motivation is. I have already given you tremendous self-development practices, for example, various energy practices. You can take a small change to do that, like you used to do it with music, but nowadays try to do it without music. A little change might bring you more motivation for the next few days, right? You might end up with more than one reason to make a change, which should help you to realize even more than a little change is necessary. The first change you try to make might not work out for you, but that only means that you get the opportunity to try again with something new. See which little changes might be right for your life and then give them a shot. If anything, you will only gain more positive and happiness in your life, all from trying to switch up your routine. In my life, while leading my life coaching profession, I suggested to many of my clients that starting a new hobby could result in a lot of positive changes in your life. If you have had an interest in starting something new but kept it on the back burner for later, why not start it now? You never know what that hobby will bring into your life. Photography could start as something fun to do while you are away on the vacation, but it might end up saving some of your best memories in a photo frames, or even turn out a side business down the road. And there are a lot of options to give them a try. You can start writing a book, can start teaching, can help people in the field you have mastery. If it will bring you happiness, it is worth giving it a try. I mean to say, stay in motion, stay in small changes. They will make you more alive and ambitious. So must bring a little change and take a great initiative. Keep bringing tick changes in your life and make your life more interesting. See you, have a nice day, and must try a new change in your life.